let us continue playing The Darkest Dungeon. I yearn for adventure. Indeed you do. And we have, unfortunately, from Stagecoach's side of things, not regained any additional people. 4 more deeds, though, will get Stagecoach Network up to the maximum level, and that will give us the most chances, in theory. So that seems to be what we're aiming for at this point. The party I'm going with is the return of Marishin, who is a bit under-leveled, even with sort of upgrades. I was running out of money. Got at least a pistol shot maxed. He's got open vein and grape shot at level 4. He has level 4 equipment. But I felt it was more important to get the Tofu Boy sorted out here, because obviously the Hellion is one of our heaviest damaging party members. And we need somebody to do a fair amount of damage here. So, let's just restock the things here. So, Crescendo Box is probably the one to go for. Increased damage, and obviously the increase in speed is nice too. We could counterbalance that with this. Have a plus 20 stress damage is too much. We'll have the Calming Crystal as a balancing act on that. So you have increased damage plus dodge. You have a lot of nega traits though. Marishin also has a lot of mega traits, but we at least have some things we can do here. We can increase damage to his range skills, make his melee skills worse, and we can also go for this and just stack the increase there. I could give him the Ancestral Bottle, which is certainly tempting, because obviously that would mean he would have more hit points and be able to survive the dungeon more effectively. An extra 10 isn't certainly something to be sniffed at. And that'll make up somewhat for his lower hit points base for not having quite that much damage. So, I'm okay with that. Okay, next up we go on to you. We'll also take the... What did I say? Let's also take the Eldritch Wand, unless we can think of another combo that'll work here. Actually, we'll give you the Stress Box and the Dismas Head. No, actually, that's a hit point reduction. We don't really can't afford that too much. Actually, that might work. So we're dropping speed, increasing damage to 11 to 19. Oh, that's only because he's got both. So we go. An overall net stress reduction, 9 to 16 damage. Puts it into the helpful category. And then I think we're going for the double healing bonus at the back, because I think this is something that is usually needed. So, Little Debbie, you've got that all sorted out. I should really upgrade your healing skills, I've just noticed. Next time. Okay. So, we want to do a medium campaign somewhere. Actually, we can do a short in the Weald. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Right, we do a short campaign in the Weald. We're probably not going to get anybody leveled, but at least we'll get everybody kind of stocked up. So, a stack of 12 food. That's probably overkill, but I'm going to do it anyway. And a stack of torches. As I say, probably overkill, but let's get going. Paths are littered with poisonous traps. But we have a... we have somebody who can do that. So 90% of the rooms have to be explored, and since there is a treasure room back there, it might as well be that one. We're going to skip one of these anyway, so I'm actually happy to go back and grab the treasure. Oh, I know I've got an obstacle coming up. Darn it. That was worth it. Money is worth it.
Otherworldly corruption.
What else was coming up? Packs. It's already been looted. So there's a chance I can get the obstacle before we get in there. Torching in.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
Okay, the Blighted Crone is surprised at the back. This is good, because we need to hurt her first, really. Iron Swan.
Eradicated.
And this is why we like the Tofu Boy. Right, I can open vein on some of these, go for some bleed damage. Or I can go for the Grape Shot, which isn't going to do an awful lot of damage here. Pistol Shot, which I could also mark with. Or I can go for the Tracking Shot. Increase your damage and then go for it next round. Okay. Dazzling Light. They have a reasonably low stun chance, so this has a chance of working. I know I've lowered your stun chance, and that's why it has issues, but... Vulnerability Hex. So we got it marked up. Something they've apparently countered with. Rend the Marked. Dodged. 13. Okay, that's fine. We can cope with that. Right. Again, they do have a low stun chance. I could go for this and just buy myself an extra turn. It's going to lower your damage skill. That's the only downside of it, but... Right. Pistol Shot does extra damage against a marked target. 9. Not particularly great, I'll be honest. Alright. Stab time. 13. Another prey is marked. Judgment for kill. So it's just the 2 of the protect score I'm now going to worry about. Okay. Do I want to mark first? Is there a point to marking first? We've only got the one person to do it? Probably not. 14 crit. Good start. Uneducated savage. Speaking of, 8 damage. Yeah, lowering the damage output is really not a good idea on the Hellion if we can avoid it. And you're still being rendered and you urgently need some healing. 9 crits. Okay, dead in 2 rounds regardless. Let's go for the heal. 14 back up. Second Rend the Marked. Thought that was married on Death's Door there. Not quite. Double resist. Is it worth going for the adrenaline rush here? I think so. I need to do something. So I'll counterbalance. You have to heal here. 10. And a reconstruct. 5 only. 1 dead. 15 on you. Good news is now that Marishan is no longer marked, he's less likely to be targeted. We attack for 10. Okay, bleed has been applied. Reconstruct for 8. Yeah, party heal was probably more worth it. 7 each. Down to 18. Groping swipe. 5. Yeah, that's okay. This is in our favour now, though the blight being there is annoying. 21 crits.
Maintain the offensive.
Okay, so let's heal Marishan of that. Use the key.
Wealth beyond measure.
And we gained a medallion. But 1 room down. Most of the rest to go, and we're going to take a stress hit and some damage there, unless we're lucky enough to get another shovel in the meantime. We'll have the light for this encounter. And it's a double ectoplasm, so it's one of the weaker encounters we could have had. Hack.
Decimated.
Got a good crit rate, I'll give you that. 11.5 base crit is very nice. Open vein is dodged. I'm going to go for another party heal just to make sure of things. I ain't got a crit. Slime. 15 crit.
In a single strike.
Reconstruct for 14. Okay, have the kill.
Continue the onslaught.
Still a little bit of stress. No item pickups there. Alright, please say there's a shovel in the packs. There is!
Waiting to be spent.
That was rather fortunate, actually. Right, in we go. So no encounters along here, and the box, which contains heirlooms.
Hacks
8
laden
crests.
with loot are often low on supplies.
We're okay for supplies, really. Do we know what's in this room? Probably nothing. Okay, in we go. And another scout report. Okay, 1 battle coming up, and we get to see what the split is. It's the next room we really want the double on, so let's head this way. And because 90%, I'm going to have to go and do that in any case. Okay, insatiable ghoul just as the light went down. Right. I want to get rid of you first. Skull toss! Managed to resist the stun, thankfully. And a rend. 8. Okay. Open vein. Don't need much. Alright, stab kill.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay. Unfortunately, there's probably not much point in doing much here, so I'm just going to go Judgment and do a partial heal on ourselves. Back up 7. Okay. Is it worth going in vulnerability hexing him? It probably is, actually. Put the debuff on. Dodge. Hack. 20 crit.
Singular strike.
Go for the bleed. We do more damage with the gun, but if we can get the bleed going off. Okay, party heal then. Just keeping us topped up at the back. Right, pistol shot. 8. Hack for 11, 10 to go. This should be manageable. But first, rend.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
I think it's worth going for the kill at this point. Yeah, that was worth the kill.
Dissuade the sharpened blade.
Gives me time to work some stuff out, so we want to obviously cure that. And that tops us up, so we're safe for the moment. And then a bonus, we have another torch, which we will burn.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Okay, in we go. So no new scout bonus. I think we are going to go up in any case, though. Okay, left luggage. Has a lock on it. It was trapped. But you resist. Good. Alright, it counts at the end of the room. So we do want to have a torch up for this.
The light, the promise of safety.
Okay, 3 bandits. $12 on you.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Okay, dodge reductions are going over. Counterattack. There's a shot.
Unnerved,
It's nearly at death's door again. Reconstruct 4. Oh, and he finally bleeds. Thankfully that was dodged, otherwise we'd have some problems coming up. 14 there. Hack kill. 1 down. Right, with no other way to cure, I might as well just go for a shot here. 9, nearly enough. Shank. Dodged. Another blanket fire with 2 crits going off.
Palpable fear.
Stab.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Party heal for 7. Right, the rest of this should be recoverable, so... Run. Everything's red. Open vein it is, 11 crit. And that sorts out your stress issues as well. I am going to go for the stun attack here just because I want to... Darn it. I wanted a round to heal, but... Shank! Dodged. We still got the round to heal at least. Double crits, but not on the people we necessarily needed them. Okay, actually we're okay here. I'll take that back. That actually wasn't too bad. We just would have preferred Marishan to have a few more hit points.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Is there anything else in the stream? Don't think so. Right. We'll move and explore this one, and if we get an exploration, we'll go to the last one. Hunger strikes, good. That leaves us with 4 food.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Okay, we should be more or less fine. I mean, we might end up being low on torchlight for the end of the last one, but we only need to explore that last room anyway. The extra room is just purely if we feel up to it. I would like to get another Vestal, actually, and an extra Highwayman, because we only have Marishan currently in that role. So really, for the next 2, we'd probably want a Vestal and an Antiquarian, but I wouldn't mind having a Highwayman. Just thinking about the characters I need to reincorporate back into things. Right, I'm going to keep the torchlight going down here. Right, you have a trap disarm, so Marishan, disarm it, and that also helps your stress out. All good. That's another locked one. Have a go. It was trapped. Right, in we go. Gonna continue adventuring and see what's down here. Just on the off chance there is something we want. There was a trap. We didn't want that.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
And some extra loot is always appreciated. A little extra gold just before we end. Is there a final encounter, though? No. Quest complete, then. There was only a short one, so I don't think we probably have level 6s from people, but
The isolation of our troubled estate.
a good amount of money coming back, so at least that's going to tide us over for the time being. A few more deeds, which I believe is as many as we're ever going to need of those. So that's now one of the town things we don't need anymore. 8-8. Okay. These are all sort of situational, which is not particularly good for us, but still. A couple of diseases that can be cured, and then we're still about
I remember days when the sun shone.
6,000-7,000 in profit after the upgrades. So, right, little Debbie, go and cure your hysterical blindness, and Marishan, if you would cure your minus 20 hit points, 20% hit points actually. Right.
More arrive.
Stagecoach is now fully upgraded, so from next mission we're going to have 7 people turning up there.
Of the damned.
Now I suppose what the thing to do here is try and upgrade the other remaining areas. So we have the blacksmith fully upgraded now. We have the guild fully upgraded. We have the abbey then to do, where we need lots of busts. We have the survivalist, we have the nomad wagon, and we have the tavern. The sanatorium, I think we're more or less there. Yeah, so really it's a lot of busts we need to continue on things. So that'll be the priority sort of pick up in the future. But it's the only one left. Any deeds we can now basically ignore. In fact, I'm just going to transfer the deeds out now. I suppose it doesn't matter. Alright, well that's it. We can trade those out as it turns out we need them. So next time we're going to continue playing the Darkest Dungeon. Until then.